I'm Keith Wilkins. I'm the director of Escambia County's Community Environment Department. My typical day, given community environment tasks, we have 7 different divisions that range from the county's housing and mosquito control programs all the way through our environmental and natural resource protection and restoration programs. We also have community infill and economic development. So it's a very diverse group of responsibilities. But my typical day would be attending staff meetings either with county commissioners or with county administrator on any of those topics, down to meeting with my staff, project managers, on construction projects, on budget items, on report findings, dealing again with anything from a wetland restoration project to our mosquito control technologies to housing programs, and how to benefit our blighted communities and build the tax base in Escambia County. So it's really a mixture of planning and of environmental resources and administration, public administration is what we do. Like I said, I attend a lot of meetings. I travel throughout the county a good bit, occasionally to the state. I've been involved with the BP oil spill, and that gets me to Tallahassee, New Orleans, and traveling many different other areas, meeting with federal level agencies. So it's a lot of meeting, a lot of personal interaction, very important to be able to get along with people. That's 90% of almost any job. Within my normal day, since we do interact with the community so much, our hours are often extended. We have a lot of night meetings to accommodate citizens' schedules. They work during the day typically, so night time's the best time to meet with a neighborhood association or a revitalization group, someone that's not normally associated with the government and that we're working with just on a citizen base. So we do a lot of night meetings here and sometimes early morning meetings. The requirements for working in my position and in this department are very broad. My degree is an environmental studies interdisciplinary degree, and that's exactly what this is. It's interdisciplinary. There are many different studies and coursework and majors that could do this job. My degree, again, was environmental studies, but if you were an architect, an engineer, an urban planner, they would all fit very well. Even just public administration would fit well into this. The housing programs require a lot of federal knowledge of federal programs, and that typically is more administrative. You have to be able to track budgets and schedules and understand federal regulations and state regulations. So even a law degree would be very beneficial. As far as what to do in terms of education and certification, there are certified planners, there's a architectural certification, I'm a professional geologist, there's wetland scientists, so it really depends on what area you'd be focusing in from an education standpoint and a professional development standpoint. Since we're a smaller area here, a smaller county, this is very diverse. In many other areas, you could very much funnel in on just biology or just urban planning. But here it is truly interdisciplinary, and I work in all facets of that. So I would say a planning degree, the AICP, the architects, a PE, again, those same disciplines, certified wetland scientist, registered environmental professional. There's a community redevelopment professional licensure. So any of those would fit very well into the programs that we deliver here. The best parts of this job are really what I came here for, was the tangible benefit of being able to do something for my community, to be able to give back to my community and have a positive impact. And that's absolutely been the case. If we rebuild a park, or we help somebody with crime in their neighborhoods by providing lighting, or we build sidewalks, or we build kayak launches, or we restore a wetland. I mean, those are all the very positive aspects of of what we do and what I enjoy most about this job, the ability to affect a positive change in our community. The negatives of this and the worst parts of this job are something that surprised me because I've worked in political environments. I wanted to get away from making money for stakeholders or money for stockholders and just provide a tangible benefit, again, to my career and what I'm able to give. I've been surprised at the political nature. I've never worked anywhere where people have been indicted before, where commissioners have been indicted and sent to jail. I've had to learn that those are not me, they don't reflect on me. I keep my head down, I do my job, and do it to the best of my abilities, and everybody else has their own issues to deal with. But the worst part of it has been struggling with all the time being proud of where I work, and I've had to learn that I can be proud of my work, and that's sufficient. In addition to maybe some of the negatives are the fact that in the elected type system, I've got the 5 elected officials, and those 5 officials plus the county administrator, my boss. So there's a lot of communication that has to take place, and sometimes there's a gap in that communication. And dealing with that is not always pleasant because there can be miscommunication and hurt feelings or egos that get involved. So I would say the worst part goes along those lines. Also, some of the stress of dealing at this level with elected officials and with making sure policy is effective and you're not actually doing something that's going to harm your community and have a negative outcome. The hours are long, the pay has been very flat, so those, I guess, are some of the negatives in dealing with the stress of hours and high-level decision making. My advice for getting into this type of a position and succeeding at this position, one is, I would say, networking. Belong to professional associations, subscribe to professional journals, research online, and definitely network with people. Your ability to get along with people and communicate with people, to learn of opportunities, to understand diverse perspectives, I think is integrally important to the ability to succeed, know about jobs, and actually to interview and gain a job. So you want to get early experience as best you can with areas that will provide an opportunity for you to get to know people, to work in the subject area, get something on your resume as early as possible, even if it's interning for free. We like to take interns for free. Sometimes you can get paid, but something to get your resume started is very important. And then also, as you develop in your career, again, the ability to network, understand diverse perspectives, not take those perspectives personally, and find a successful outcome for all. I'm sure there's classes to take in that, but a lot of that is just kind of on-the-job skills that are gained. You have to learn to be flexible, know when to fall on your sword, when not to fall on your sword, maintain your ethics at all times, and be able to understand how to describe that and how to communicate that to somebody that may have a different perspective. So written communications, verbal communications are also very important.